Well, we decided to meet today and have an outdoor, our TV show outdoors today. And it was unbelievably fabulous and therapeutic. We pulled into up at St. Anne's Park this morning at 11 o'clock, and we had our tea bags and our coffee, and we were determined to be responsible about it, absolutely all of us. So we had the rubber gloves on, we had the Dettol wipes. We are also obviously trying to flatten the curve and not cause any distress to anybody, because we're very aware of the med staff that are all out there. You can't stay in all the time or you'll go completely nuts. So apple crumbles were made and hot scones were brought and creams and jams and mueslis, and we sat down at 11 o'clock and we talked till about 2:45. And it's pure therapy, because, you know, if you're going to stay at home and lock yourself in, you know, there's kind of a loneliness attached to it for some people, and you do crawl the walls and it can drive you nuts. So yeah, we talked about absolutely everything that's bothering everybody, and when you sit down with a group of women like that, it's absolutely pure therapy. And the ducks were in the pond, and the sky was blue. People were out walking their dogs. One very cranky woman tisked at us, but she looked like she was a bit miserable herself, and she looked a bit like she was irritated that we were actually all chatting and having a good time. But sure, you'll always get one of them. Everybody else was kind of celebrating and, you know, watching us do what we were doing, but we did it responsibly. And it's good to talk, and it's good to sit down like that in a beautiful place, and it's absolutely essential that you get out in the air and get some fresh air into your brain. And we had a few hours to kill today, and that's exactly how we did it. There's nothing like getting out with a bunch of women and talking, really, whether we're talking about our roots in our hair, whether we're talking about the, you know, much more serious problems like, you know, our elderly parents and all that's going to go on with the people, with everybody, you know, from isolation to supermarkets and how we're managing. And, you know, obviously there's hugely serious problems out there, and we're all going to do our best to try and help wherever we can. But, you know, it's really weird. I do definitely need a project. I am not a good person to, like, I like getting up in the morning at 6 o'clock. And I kind of find in the last few days, I kind of was thinking, why would you put on makeup, and why would you even get up before 9 o'clock? I could nearly feel myself going into a slide, and I'm not going to let that happen, because it just doesn't suit me. So I just need to find a project that I can get my teeth stuck into that actually does keep us going, because really, with everything closed and our own shops closed and Russia at a standstill and our school and things closed and etc., suddenly there's a blank space, and it's the weirdest thing ever, because we're just not used to it. So it really is good to find time for people and chat and, you know, a cup of coffee in a park and do it responsibly. And there was no downside to that today. We're not harming anybody, and we did it with absolute responsibility. And we even had pee in the trees. So yeah, it was to get out there, everybody. The sky is blue while we can, because who knows in 10 days' time if we will be able to get out or not. So yeah, we talked about absolutely everything, from the dentists to the kids to our mummies to the supermarket to what's coming down the line to recipes to world politics, and everything in between. And it definitely is good to talk, and pure therapy. So to all those girls, if we do it again next week, we can make our picnic even bigger, but there's certainly 2 or 3 metres between us, and didn't make a blind bit of difference. We still loved every second of it. So from today's episode of Ddpk, have a lovely day, everybody. Stay safe and keep your social distancing and keep washing those hands, as Joe Duffy says.